Now, this would be the biggest, most... what else can I say? This is the last episode of 2003, so it's one of the biggest, most popular, most nostalgic franchises the world has to offer. We decided to go out on a really, really biggest bang anybody could ever do. Alright, we're on. So reminder, everybody, even though that this is set in 2003 with What's New Scooby Doo, we are taking care of the whole... Well, I mean, if you took care of the whole thing, I know we're going all out with this, but not to feel like crazy. Now that I am keeping track, let's start about our opinions with What's New Scooby Doo. About how we got
it. You go first.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay then. I do remember watching it way back when I was growing up and stuff, but I watched very little, and it was decent for me, but I haven't got to the whole thing up until I moved into the house where I am right now. So, many few episodes that you remember is yes, the racing one, the one where they went to Japan and Shaggy turned into a monster.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that one. And when I started with the first one when I moved here, it kind of reminded me of how I got introduced to the 7D and Lunatics Unleashed. Starting with snow-related episodes, it's just fun for reasons.
Okay.
And but the biggest thing for me about the show is the theme song. It's an amazing theme. It's catchy. It's nostalgic. It's upbeat.
Yeah. Especially the scene where they're unmasking, and you remember when they were getting served by that waiter, but they got scared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, come on! It's supposed to be pumping. Anyone else?
For me, I don't know if I think I got introduced to What's New Scooby Doo first, since I was born in 2001 and growing up. That's probably how, and I actually don't remember how I got introduced to what Scooby Doo, Where Are You? But anyways, but What's New Scooby Doo? It is also my childhood. It's one of the best Scooby Doo shows in the entire franchise. The outfits are different, are just really awesome, and the art style is really neat, and the cast is really awesome, and the mysteries just is radical. And, yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm asking, of course, you're not gonna expect the person you think you're gonna be. You always expect the one that you least expected. What's a good example?
Oh, I know. Remember the one where Shaggy is at a dog contest and he meets this woman, and there's this gigantic wolf beast thing, and it turns out to be her?
Yeah, that's a good one. Did you remember the ones where they had doppelgangers?
No, not really.
But what I liked about it, when they were unmasking the people, they legit looked like the actors that played the characters from now.
Huh.
Well.
But with Scooby and Fred, played by Frank Walker, of course, when I'm asking the Scooby Doo doppelganger, it was somebody else.
Interesting.
One of the few ones that I do remember from the past, like I just said, the racing one, and there was the one where people were getting hypnotized, and it has something to do with a mummy, I believe, and Scooby dressed up as some kind of dancer or.
Yeah. Was that the movie or the episode where they actually go to Egypt?
Yeah, where they actually went to Egypt.
Okay.
Have you seen the one where it's just a Scooby and Shaggy episode where they're at summer camp?
Yes, that's one of my favorite episodes as a kid.
Let's see. One of the newer ones that I experienced on Netflix I did see the one where it was a bit of role reversal with Velma being afraid because she has coulrophobia, and I think.
Oh yeah, and of course Easter egg that a flashback showed them as kids, which is like in pup named Scooby Doo.
Yes.
But here's a big difference though. Velma has a completely different outfit.
Well, you did say like everyone else did too. Like I did notice that.
No. I mean, and the flashback, because and pup named Scooby Doo, her outfit was like orange and red, but in the flashback in What's in Scooby Doo, it looked like she had white on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember that.
Did you remember the one where they went to this convention?
Is it the one with those little monster creatures?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. See, I actually saw on Netflix on my uncle's house. He actually does have Netflix, so that's how I found out. And I was shocked to find out that it was actually like a simulation. Like the monsters weren't really real.
Yeah, because Velma did point out, like, the eras, especially with Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, and, like, that's why she's, like, one of the smartest characters.
Yeah.
And a special edition from that episode, Josh Peck made a guest appearance like he was one of the kids. Like, he was like...
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
And
there was also Carl Payton.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played one of those nerds from the beginning of the episode.
Oh, okay. And also, we forgot to mention in the clown episode, Miranda Cosgrove made an appearance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Shaggy's golf arrival.
Yes.
Remember Scooby's love mate?
Explain more.
That golden retriever.
Good sugar.
Golden retriever dog. God dang it. Girl with those pups.
Oh yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Remember when they were in this toy store?
I don't remember actually.
No, okay.
But there's this one where they actually go to a factory where they make Scooby snacks.
Yeah, I think I might have, but Jesus Christ, it's just been like so long.
And there's one where they actually fought against a real monster. It was a beach episode with that giant coral beast.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's one of the few times it's actually a real monster. I was really shocked about that when I found out as a kid.
Yeah, which is crazy, because you would think, because the way the monster looks is actually a costume, but it's actually a real monster, just mutated.
Wait, have you watched the one called Vampire Strikes Back?
Wait, that's a Benton Omniverse episode.
No, Vampire Strikes Back. That's an actual episode of What's New Scooby Doo.
Let me see.
Basically, with the Hex Girls and with this vampire villain and all that. And
no. I think it's actually Legend of the Vampire.
No, there's an actual episode called like Vampire Strikes Back.
Yeah, you gotta keep on searching. Do your research, boy. Don't be a bum.
It aired in October 18, 2003.
Yeah.
But James Arnold Taylor was also in that episode voicing the vampire and his twin brother.
Well, I'll be darned. I guess Benton Omniverse just borrowed that name then. Or excuse the frick out of me.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that episode.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I might have seen...
Oh, wait. Yes, I have. It's just been a while, because they're actually, twins, and it just threw me off, so, yeah.
You ever watch Uncle Scooby Antarctica?
No. But I do remember one where they did like a wrestling thing, and they find this monster based on a dude that got twisted up during wrestling thing. That's why he's all deformed, and it turns out to be a wrestler's kid.
Oh yeah, it's wrestler Maniacs. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the? Oh yeah, you did mention the wrestling one. That's the one where they fought a giant worm, and there's like these worm worshippers.
And I swear to God, during one of the chase scenes, like some of the music from the first live action movie was playing. Like,
really?
Yeah. I think it was from the racing one. It was like, "You remind me of a man."
Well, I never really watched the live action movie, so I wouldn't get the reference. But that's actually cool.
You ever watch Fight House of the Lighthouse?
I think I do, but it's been a while. But have you seen the one where they go to a futuristic house and it's actually sentient and it's actually behind the malfunctions and stuff because it didn't get enough attention?
You remember the one Space Ape at the Cape?
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I might have like here and there and stuff.
So the What's New Scooby Doo is just a continuation of, it's just a second Scooby Doo Where Are You sort of thing, where characters have to solve mystery and things like that, and then at the end they find out who the real culprit was, who was the monster and stuff. And then the most iconic line is that I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that dog. One of my favorite characters had to be both Shaggy and Scooby, since they're known for their own dynamics and the sort of bond that they had with each other. And Scooby snaps, and then they get scared and stuff. There's times where they were brave. One episode that I liked was where Scooby was captured by those dog catchers. I think that's what they were. So then Scooby freed the other dogs from these dog catchers while the gang, the mystery, while Scooby's friends were looking for him. Let me think. One of my favorite moments was that there was a Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner reference. That Scooby looks in the mirror and then he sees Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner. That Wile E. Coyote wasn't paying attention. I think he got hit by a train or something. And one of the voice actors I like has to be Frank Welker, who plays as Fred and Scooby. And I think this was one of those roles that the original voice actor Shaggy had before passing away. I'm not sure.
Well, yes. Casey Kasem was still voicing Shaggy here. In fact, he returned for this after being promised that Shaggy would be portrayed as a strict vegetarian.
Oh yeah. Shaggy being a vegetarian, I think, in my opinion.
No,
is like,
no, he hadn't. He had been in the past. Like, his voice actor Casey Kasem is in real life and stuff, so that's why he returned. Like.
Yeah, and after that, that's when Matthew took over. He did a really good Shaggy impression.
Well, I mean, like, this was 2003, so in the 2002 movie where he was Shaggy, yes, he did do his spot on, and then after, yes, Kasem passed the torch to him, he did became, like, yes, the new Shaggy.
Yeah, that has to be so freaking great that that a celeb can actually have a chance to voice Shaggy. That was freaking amazing, man.
But yeah, overall, like with this version of the show of Scooby Doo, it was really good from childhood.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Of course, the first ever series, Where Are You?
Yeah, alright, let's go.
Yeah. Well, this show, I first saw it in Boomerang, and I must say, it was a really good show.
Yes, and the theme song is one of the most recognizable of the bunch because it's the original theme. It's really catchy. Scooby Doo, Where Are You? And the reason it's called Where Are You because mainly Shaggy or any other the members say, Scooby Doo, where are you? See?
Yes, it's nice.
And you hear it every now and then in some Scooby Doo media where Shaggy sometimes says, Scooby Doo, where are you? So, it's a recurring theme. But, yes, anyways, it also has a laugh track, like, just a laugh track sound effect.
Yeah, I did notice that too. And we call it with the theme songs. Notice how the theme songs change during the seasons. If you notice that.
Well, the intro, the theme song is still the same. It's just the images that you see.
Well, actually, the theme song did change, just actually pitched up.
Well, yeah, to be all specific and stuff, but it's just what you see, the more of the monsters and creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, the show was straight up creepy to look at, especially when it came to the first ever scene. The first ever shot that you see is the bats flying out and the thunder sound effect, and then there was Charlie the robot. He was.
You want to mention Charlie? Yeah, he always mentions about Charlie.
Yeah, but it wasn't a guy in a costume. It was an actual robot.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my favorite monsters in Christ, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Is the Space Cook because I like his laugh. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, I like that guy too.
Yeah. Let's see. The Creeper was also one of the good villains.
Yes, and he's like a Pokemon. And always says this Creeper.
And it's finding out it was the guy from the beginning of the episode that's stealing money from the bank and all that.
Yep. And like you said before, in What's This Scooby Doo, you don't expect the guy you think he's a good guy, but actually turns out to be the villain at the end.
Yeah, I remember this episode called Never Ate an Ape Man. Basically, there was an ape monster. Well, he was not a monster per se. He was just terrorizing everything around him, and then the gang had to find out. I remember this one scene where the gorilla comes into a mirror, not a real mirror, but Scooby's looking in the mirror, and the gorilla had a Scooby mask on, and was mimicking him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he took out the mask, and Scooby ran. They're like, shit.
Remember, there's one. I don't know if it's Scooby Doo, Where Are You, or the new Scooby show, where they team up with Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I remember I had VHS of it and played that episode where they also met Joker and Penguin, and also found out this woman was also part of the scheme.
Mm-hmm. You remember the episode Nowhere to Hide because Mr. Hyde?
I don't think I've seen it.
But for that episode, I do remember, the villain Mr. Hyde was actually hiding in the mystery van. I was like, whoa. They didn't find out until Scooby pointed it out.
Huh. Wow.
Might as well call Mr. Hide and Seek.
Oh. That's probably why it's called Mr. Hyde, because he always hides.
Let's see, another good episode.
Yeah, one that I can't help stop thinking about is the one where they encounter a caveman.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Well, I didn't see it really as a kid, but I do remember that there's actually a meme of it on YouTube where it shows Shaggy talking about the caveman. Am I glad they're in there, they're out here, they're frozen there, and it's a sheriff, and we're frozen out here, and we're there. I just remember they're out here. Why? The wonder is, where's the caveman? And he's supposed to hide and stuff.
But here's the thing, though. What was the point of freezing the caveman suits if there could be an actual person inside? What was the point of all of this?
I thought it was an actual caveman, though.
But the fact they had like the time to like freeze the suit, just so like what was going on in their minds?
I don't know. They didn't really have much plot points back then.
You ever watch a Clue for Scooby Doo?
I've heard of it. It's the one where it's mainly Shaggy and Scooby. I heard that it has the most annoying theme song.
It had Captain Cutler.
Captain Cutler? What?
Cutler. Like he's a miner.
Oh, okay.
The miner goes like, yeah.
Well, there's actually a miner called Miner 39er.
Yeah, I remember. He actually appeared in the live action one.
It's 49er, my bad. 49er.
Ooh.
But he actually appeared in the live action Scooby Doo movie, like Scooby Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Oh.
This makes sense.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the clown episode where they captured a clown?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Foul Play in Funland with Charlie. Maybe with Charlie, like, French, explain what freaked you out about him.
Oh, come on, those eyes and that mouth. He looks like freaking half robot, half lizard. Like the mouth going all the way up. Almost like he looks like a combination of a robot, the lizard, and the Joker combined.
Oof.
Oh, come on, his freaking face. I'm sorry, but his freaking face. That's the reason why, like, you never see, like, they sometimes cut his face in the intro. Like, where Scooby is in that barrel and he bumps into him and then he looks up and then cuts to another.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, the episode you're talking about the miner, Christian, is the episode's literally called Mind Your Own Business.
Oh great! Now I just laughed like Seth Rogen. Goddamn it!
Yes, spread the giggles. Why don't you?
Wait.
Start the engine.
What the heck is going on? You remember that episode?
What the heck's going on? No, I don't think I've seen that one.
So the Scooby Gang are invited by their friend to spend the weekend at their estate until they see a mysterious figure enter an old mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Other good episodes. Oh yeah, the backstage rage. Basically, they made this old man that like plays with puppets.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Alright.
Alright, go ahead.
Because Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Like, yeah, it's like one of the series I like to watch the most. Like out of like other franchises. Like I remember this episode called Fit Night Out for Bats. Basically, remember this episode with a golden mask?
No.
No. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe a little bit.
Let's see. There's also an episode called A Tiki Scare Is No Fair.
I don't know if I saw that one either, but I do remember there's one with the Black Knight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first one. What a Night for a Night.
Mhm. But yeah, my overall like score for like a 100 out of 10, like one of the best like classics. Sadly, like some of the actors that were in the shows passed away, but we still got Frank Welker and the original voice of Velma's still alive, but she's retired.
Yeah, but Eddie Cohen didn't voice Scooby Where Are You, Vilma. I think it was someone else, wasn't it?
No, it happened with Daphne. Like at first, Heather North, who was known for playing Daphne, didn't voice her originally. It was somebody else until 17 episodes later, she got the role.
I see.
Oh.
But yeah, Mindy Cohen, we'll talk about her in a little bit. That Mindy Cohen is one of the ones that voiced her throughout before she got replaced.
Alright. And nah.
Okay. Next, Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated for the Cartoon Network.
Yeah. When I first saw this show, it was the animation really got me to watch it more, and the funny characters, especially Sheriff, voiced by Patrick Warburton.
Yes, his name is literally Sheriff, and the fact that the art style is actually designed by none other than Derek J. Wyatt, may he rest in peace. He's known for designing Transformers Animated, Teen Titans 2003, and Ben 10 Omniverse.
Yeah.
But Scooby Doo Where Are You is actually one of the darkest shows ever because of how gritty it is, of what the plot line is and stuff. So yeah, it's very dark.
You do realize that you said Scooby Doo Where Are You and not Scooby Doo?
I'm about to say Mystery Incorporated, motherfucker.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, that's a good topic. Yeah, that is Scooby Doo's catchphrase. Since he's a dog, he talks like this. So that's the way he talks. But throughout, he actually talks normally, so you can actually understand him better. So, yeah, that is his signature catchphrase, ruh-roh.
And actually, the way how he used to sound, yeah, it's a disorder he has called rodent replacement.
Yeah.
Oh, is that so?
Because you know how his name is Shaggy, but he says Raggy.
Yeah, I know. But he did start talking more clearly later Scooby-Doo series and movies.
And this is the third time Matthew Lillard played Shaggy in animation.
Yeah. Wait, what was the first? The first time was.
It was. Yeah, I'm checking right now. It was Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because there's like an episode where they're showcasing the original Batman and it shows Scooby-Doo as well, and yeah, he was actually in that episode, along with Rodar Yankovic.
Yeah, and the second time he voiced him was Scooby-Doo Abracadabra-Doo.
Oh, okay. Now I'm catching on.
Yeah, and like Matthew's one of the lucky ones to playing a character for live action and animation.
Yeah, I mean he actually a good fit. He matches the voice perfectly until in Back in Action, Lynch's Back in Action, where it showed Matthew Lillard talking to Shaggy and Scooby. Where Shaggy was complaining that he was gonna sound like a space cadet.
Well, basically just for complaining. That let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Matthew's one of the lucky ones. It kind of reminds me of J.K. Simmons, him playing JJ in live action and then voicing JJ in later series.
Well, that just means you're a series staple. I mean, just back and forth. Like you're just that legendary.
Yeah, and speaking of legendary, Casey Kasem wasn't also in this show, voicing Shaggy's dad.
Yep, and his family is rich.
Yep.
Who'd have known?
And there's a big oopsie in that series. The fact that Vilma and Shaggy are supposed to be a boyfriend-girlfriend thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that from the Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, in the original series, we all know that Daphne and Fred are always love each other. That's understandable. But in a series where Velma and Shaggy are supposed to be dating, that's a big no-no.
Yeah. I mean, then again, so we can't blame anybody. I mean, it was their own direction and all that. But yeah, what's the dark meaning of this show? Finding out Fred's real parents and all that.
Yeah, the fact is that his dad, Mayor, which he got the name Fred from, was supposed to be Fred Jr. Turns out to be that he wasn't. He was just filling in his dad because his real parent was actually the original Mystery Inc. The one that the last couple that was in that mystery locket. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, of course, the biggest villain of all, but yeah, the second biggest villain was Mr. E.
Yes, which he also is part of the original Mystery Inc. And in the past, he was actually skinny, so he's basically Shaggy Rogers, but in the future, he's fat and short.
Yeah. And fun fact, he was voiced by Louis Black.
I thought that his voice sounded familiar.
And they reference a lot of like other Boomerang characters like Funky Phantom, Jumbo Jaw. Let's see, Captain Caveman.
That actually was an episode that Scooby dreamt of, like being left out and stuff, because of being sidekick. So he dreamt of like the other characters, like of convention, and there's like other cartoon sidekicks. That's how I got introduced to Captain Caveman, actually.
And yeah, Dynamite was voiced by Frank Welker in that one, and yeah. And I was really surprised about this. Blue Falcon was voiced by Troy Baker.
That's cool. And Jim Cummings voicing Captain Caveman, it's really fitting. Because originally, in a series he had called Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, it's voiced by the great Mel Blanc.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, and one funny thing, after Scooby woke up from a dream, a human version of the Funky Phantom actually showed up and actually freaked the frick out of Scooby.
Yeah. And with this show in particular, like, it had like a fantastic cast aside like the main cast. Like, they brought in like some guest stars, stars from like other shows Derek G. Wyatt worked on, like Teen Titans and all that.
Yeah, like Hidden Welch was one of those characters. And Scott McVale, if I'm not mistaken.
I think, but
well, we'll get there.
I don't really remember.
Sooner.
And I remember this character that had like multiple brothers. His name was Skipper Shelton.
What?
Yeah, he was voiced by John O'Hurley. Let's see here. Yeah, he worked on he worked at the beach, but giving out food and all that,
Oh, are you talking about the dude that guy's nose clawed out by a clam?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I feel bad for him because getting your nose cut from a clam, that's gotta suck.
And the funny thing is, like, the only time we see his brother, his name is also Skipper. He was voiced by Darren Norris.
Wow. But one of my favorite monsters is actually the first monster that appeared in the series called a slime mutant. I actually like his design.
One of the, bizarre villains of that series was Crybaby Clown.
Yeah. Disturbing.
Oh, yeah. The one that appeared in season 2 after the incident with, since the team split up because of Fred being depressed by his parents, and yeah, the fact is, one thing, the baby clown is voiced by Mark Hamill, which is awesome, and the fact that it is disguised from that dude that Daphne had a crush on, no surprise there, because, okay, that's another thing, even though that Daphne and Fred have a relationship, they usually have a tendency to have a crush on a girl and a boy from time to time. Like for Daphne, hot boys, and for Fred, hot chicks. So, do you think that they actually should be together?
Well, nothing ever lasts forever.
Yeah. You remember his character named Vincent Von Ghoul?
Yes.
Wait. Isn't the dude, there was like some, like a movie actor dude, and there's this episode with this monster that I kept saying, scream, time for you to die. Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, he was voiced by Maurice LaMarche. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's him. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a classic character from the Scooby Doo franchise, yeah. And what's so funny about Vincent, Maurice LaMarche voicing him, it kind of looks similar to a character Maurice LaMarche voiced in My Little Pony a little bit.
Oh, that guy, I don't really know, but yeah, I didn't know that he was actually in the Scooby Doo franchise before Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's how I got introduced to him, was Mystery Incorporated. But I really like the Hex Girls in Mystery Incorporated. There's actually an episode where Hex Girls made a reappearance, and they did a workout war with I forgot what the band's name is, but it was like a zombie version of the Lost Band that got in a plane crash. But it turns out that they faked their death because they wanted to do something good, but it took so long for them to write a song. But I mean, come on, that long? But
I remember an
so
episode where like there was a green biker gang.
oh yeah, it was like a monster biker game, but it turns out they're dressed up like nerds. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And the leader of that gang was voiced by Chris Hardwick, who you may know as Otis from Back at the Barnyard and Craig from Sandra and Craig.
Ah, I see. And the main villain of the whole franchise is none other than Professor Pericles.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, he was part of the original like mystery gang. Like, yeah. Basically,
Yeah, so he's basically like Scooby Doo, but he's a lot smarter. That's why he's a villain, because of how smart he is.
Yeah, and the fact that like the mayor and him, like the professor, had like a backstory about like having this dark story, especially how he got blind in one eye.
Yeah, like he used chloroform on his eye. That's gotta ridiculously hurt.
Yeah. What else is there? Like, of course, yeah, there was other good episodes, but with the last episode, it was really cool.
Yeah, the fact that it changed reality, like a reset button in a way. Kind of like in the episode Ben 10 Omniverse, where Ben used Alien X because he was too late to save the universe, so he had to make a copy. So it's almost like that.
Yes.
Yeah. What's cool about it is that at the reset thing, Professor Pericles is actually good. Mr. E is actually skinny this time, and he's married to what's that black girl's name? I can't remember, but yeah, he's married to her. There's something I can't remember, and the man. What?
Sheriff is officially married with the current mayor Janet, and they have kids.
Oh, they had kids? I guess I forgot about that. And then the Mystery Inc. Van doesn't have the thing. It's actually like some van that is borrowing from some football players, and the mayor is like the coach now too. So yeah. And also, the real Mr. E actually contacted them. I want them to solve mystery because he knows about the universe being reset and all. So yeah.
Yeah, and the lady you were talking about, yeah, her name is Angel Dynamite.
Right, her. And when I was a kid, I was shocked to find out that she was actually one of the original Mystery Inc. members. So.
Yeah, that's what I also liked about the series, like having their own original mystery gang and all that.
Yeah, but it's sad that she died in the series. Well, she did, because there's an episode where they went to suck a submarine, and Professor Pericles had like German robots with him, and it blew up while the gang were escaping, and she was in the sub. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it's dark for you.
Yeah. For me, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It did have a little bit of a fun, but it was still a good like a Scooby Doo show.
I kind of give it an 8 out of 10.
And you first?
Well, I mean, I'll get to it eventually. Like, this was during the time where I didn't really got into Scooby-Doo. Like, I haven't really got into Scooby-Doo up until, like, around 2015-ish.
Ooh. Dang.
But it was worth it. It was worth it. Like, wow, now I really do like Scooby-Doo. Like, I haven't seen it in a long time.
And you discovered one of Grey DeLisle's most famous roles, and including Frank Welker's too.
Well, how about everybody?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which was a very good Scooby-Doo show, by the way. What's really surprising was when Velma and Shaggy were kissing, and then Scooby went on like, Shaggy, are you cheating on me? I saw Be Cool with Scooby-Doo, and the voice acting is fine, and the story is fine. Simple. I just don't like the animation. It looks very similar to like if it's an adult animated cartoon. It looks like it's made by Seth MacFarlane.
Oh. Okay, that's an interesting thoughts. I never even bothered to watch that show anyway.
Yeah. This one's for you, Fresh. A pup named Scooby Doo.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Okay, so, of course I can recall watching the first ever episode, but the main one that always sticks with me is when they were like on this game show. It was featuring with Scooby and Shaggy competing with these two egghead brother and sister competitors, and about like, it's just a game show, and they get chased by Al Capone, a ghost parody of like Al Capone, real life gangster and stuff. And what I gotta say is the whole different show. It's a great concept during the babification period where you take famous characters and de-age them, and I actually find that enjoyable because if you ever want the chance to ever feel or be like a kid again, it's kind of like that. It gives you that feeling.
Yeah.
The monster you're talking about reminds me of a mixture between Beetlejuice and the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, what I remember from this series, I used to watch it every night because it usually comes at nighttime, where I was watching it from Boomerang, and it was a really cool series.
Indeed. So it was one of those many passable occasions where, of course, where Casey Kasem was still voicing Shaggy even though he was a little boy, and of course, yes, Don Messick was still Scooby, but if everybody else. Daphne was voiced by the same chick who also played Taz's sister from Tasmania, and
Roxanne from the Goofy movie.
Oh, I keep on forgetting that's her.
Wait. Time out. Did you say that Roxanne's voice actor voices Taz's sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And R.I.P. to the guy that played young Freddy, and it was shocking, but I mean, at least he did make a difference about playing.
When did he die?
He died in okay, let's see.
He passed away. Yeah, I'm checking right now as well. Just clicking.
Yeah, he 2011.
Yeah.
Wow, that was years ago.
Yeah.
No shtick.
Let's see, but other than that, he also played Franklin from the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show. The Franklin, the black kid.
Wait a minute. Why do I feel like I almost remember?
Besides, you don't have to worry as much as before. Why is that? Haven't you heard?
I mean, it's really hard to hear Roxanne's voice out of Daphne, probably because she's using a younger voice.
But that monster, yeah, I recognize the voice. That's Charlie Adler.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow, Charlie freaking Adler, holy crap.
But the biggest surprise came out of the character Red Herring, who was voiced by Scott Menville.
Who is known by voicing Robin from Teen Titans 2003, King from Justice League 2001, etc.
Let's see. The actor that played young Velma, she got the honor of playing Sally from This Is America, Charlie Brown.
Oh.
This Is America, Charlie Brown?
Don't really know, but I just checked that out right now, and yeah. The cast are these are Charlie actors, of course, you know what they did back in the day with Charlie Brown, and let's see. Oh, she plays Sister Bear. Nice.
Oh, Sister Bear.
From the Berenstein Bears?
Yeah,
the original
from 1985. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she also played Sister Bear in a McDonald's ad one time.
I didn't know there was McDonald's selling Berenstein Bears.
Hey, there's a lot of shockers.
Another addition to the show is, of course, the theme song, which I enjoyed very much. Probably my most favorite Scooby Doo theme song. And let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm just checking out on the rest of the cast from here. Yeah, Michael Bell was also part of the show. He played let's see here, Stinky.
Oh right, I remember that one. Not really one of my favorites, but
It was Dude Cummings, like he played Cheese Monster.
might have seen that episode around, but there were more.
And yeah, B.G. Ward, who eventually became one of the voices of Velma, who also voiced let's see, Betty Rubble one a few times. Like yeah, she was also on the show. She voiced Evil Babysitter.
Oh, right. The bit from the Babysitter from Beyond, where it reveals that we're showcased to Shaggy's baby sister, Shuggy.
Wait, he has a sister?
Yeah, he did.
Huh. Well, if he has a sister, how come they didn't show that in the other Scooby-Doo media? I mean, heck, they made a sister for Velma in the movie Abracadabra Scooby-Doo.
And yeah, the voice director of this show, like yeah, Gordon Hunt, like yeah, he was an old-fashioned voice director back in the day. And yeah, since I just mentioned B.G. Ward, they were actually married until he sadly passed away in 2016.
Oh,
Man.
Yeah, and their daughter. You ever heard of this actor, Ellen Hunt?
yes.
No.
Oh, okay. Let's find that out.
So, who's Ellen Hunt?
You want to explain first?
All right. Well, I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Okay, so she was in stuff like let's see. Yeah, Castaway, What Woman Wants, Soul Surfer.
Time out. Did you say What Woman Wants?
Yeah, What Women Want. Yeah.
Who did she play?
Okay, well, it says that she was
Dorothy.
yeah.
Dorothy. Hang on, let me look up the cast, cause it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I am curious. Let's see.
So this is the one with Ashley Johnson.
Yeah.
I told you so. Told you so. Oh, dress. There's actually not a sequel, but a gender swap version of called What Men Want, and it's black cast. So.
You know what men want.
No, I know what boys like. I know what.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Wow. So that's interesting.
But yeah, overall, like yeah, I like what they did with this show in particular. Like doing something similar to like Muppet Babies back in the day as well.
Yeah.
And let's see. I do like how they want us to help out with the clues about like how it all came to be. Like asking us for
like a preschool education kind of thing.
exactly.
Similar to Dora. Can you help us find it?
It's right in front of you.
Right?
Use your doe eyes. Come on, use those big old doe eyes.
Louder.
Louder. I'm the map.
Well, I actually kind of like the map song. It was catchy as a kid, but I prefer Go Diego Go over Dora Explorer.
Same.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other additions I may imply. Okay, well, I do find whenever they have a chase scene and the music plays and they dance kind of randomly, it's I just gotta tell you, Fred's dance is hysterical. He dances like a chicken.
Okay.
He did like a duck or a chicken, just like.
Oh God, help me.
It's just funny doing that. And Velma's personality, being all like stuck up and rich and snooty, just reminds me of Rhonda from Hey Arnold.
Well, I mean, she is rich and wait, is she rich in Scooby Doo? I'm a Scooby Scorpion. I can't remember. Shoot, that might be Sir Shaggy, but
even though we just like got that out the way. But yes, overall I give it like 100 out of 100. Yes.
technically never saw it, and maybe I seen it as a kid, but I didn't see it the whole way through, so I give it a little bit of 6.
Well.
But I do remember, I think there's like a concert or something, and of course Daphne maybe is like a boy band thing. Can't remember, but she usually calls out her butler, and she calls her butler, and he fed it for her. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Next up, one of the few live-action movies, Scooby Doo: The Mystery Begins.
Well, you guys, well, wait. Never mind. That's the one I've seen as a kid. Not the other one. That's the one I saw.
Yeah.
That's my childhood. So I'll start. For me, I first saw this on Cartoon Network. That's the first ever Scooby Doo live action movie I've seen. They actually did a really good job with this, and I seen like trailers of it when I was a kid, and the music video from time to time. And the song is really good. It's just really awesome. And the fact that there are like actual ghosts and stuff. And yeah, it was really awesome of how Scooby-Doo met Shaggy. That Scooby-Doo was actually about to get adopted to like, he like got separated from the truck and stuff. So yeah, that's really awesome.
Yeah. And like, again, with the casting, they did great. Like, legit, like, the actors that played him for live action looks exactly like that, especially Shaggy.
Yes.
Yeah. And when I rewatched it on HBO Max like a few months ago or a year, I can't remember, but I found out that Gary Chalk is in this movie.
Yeah, he played the vice principal.
I know. Which I thought he was actually the principal, but he was actually the vice principal. Which I think he should be the principal. Honestly.
Okay.
But anyways, for those who don't know, Gary Chalk is a voice actor. He's known for roles like, I forgot what his name is, but he's a bartender in the show 381 Penguins, Optimus Prime, and Transformers Energon, Armada, Cybertron. A lot of media.
Grounder from
Dr.
Adventures of Dr. Robotnik from Sonic Underground, and Grounder from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
And a live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh yeah, he was in the live action Sonic movie, the first one. He like when they were talking. Yeah, when they were like talking about bringing in Robotnik.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was in that one. Wow.
And he was also in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, well, probably because I didn't know him that well, so that's why I didn't recognize him in there. But I do know, however, he's in a movie, Christmas movie called That's the Hall, starring Matthew Broderick and Jane DeVito, where he's like the sheriff.
Yeah. And what to say about this movie? Like, yeah, it was a good introduction, especially how the gang meet and all that. And like finding out that the mystery event was originally like one of Daphne's dads, like, you know, cars and all that.
Yeah, and the fact that they didn't like each other at first, but like Fred was like a stuck-up football player as such, and of course Ven was a typical nerd, and Shaggy was actually the one who created the dog treats.
And finding out that like Shaggy was held back 3 times, and the gang didn't really mind it because they were still friends after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. From my perspective, yeah, after seeing it from commercials, like from like flicks or something. Oh yeah. But what I really did like about it is mostly the song "You and I."
Yes, the one I was talking about, the music video I seen from time to time on Cartoon Network. It's really good.
Yeah, and like they did a decent job about like making Scooby Doo, you know, like computer animated and like it's passable. It reminds you of like the Yogi Bear movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Let's see here. Other than that, yeah, of course they had another movie after that. It was Scooby Doo Curse of the Lake Monster.
Yeah,
which I sort of seen on Cartoon Network, but I didn't really watch it, so I actually need to watch it. I hope it's on it.
But goddamn, when I first saw that movie when I was a kid on Cartoon Network, I was really surprised how like good they edited like the monster frogs.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just, yeah, it is good, but disturbing as fudge. I mean, like those teeth and those.
Yeah, especially like what they did to like Velma in that movie.
What
Like
did
the
they do?
main villain, like turning her into a villain.
Why?
I don't know.
Reason?
I only seen it a few times, but not one of the best, but still remember from childhood.
Oh my God! They made the main villain.
Not the main
was he-
villain.
Not the main. If you open your ears,
Like assistant.
Are you joking right now?
Yeah, it's just crazy, but again, not one of my favorite movies from Scooby Doo, but still childhood. But
Now, with The Mystery Begins, I bet that was supposed to be like the third Scooby Doo direct-to-video film, where Scooby and Shaggy first met.
it's not.
Oh, I forgot. I think it takes place where the Mystery Incorporated were separated from each other.
It's a reimagination.
Right. The best thing is that Seth Green was in Monsters Unleashed. I think he was Velma's crush.
Yes, he was.
Scott McNeil, who was known to play as the Ocean dub version, the Canadian version of Dragon Ball Z, he played as Piccolo. He voiced the main antagonist, the guy with the staring mask.
Yes.
He was also known to play as Wolverine. There's that.
Yes.
Let me think. I forgot of. Oh no, down in yeah.
other than that, Scooby Doo movies. Let's go to the one from 2002.
You can talk about that since you guys seen the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. So yes, the Scooby Doo movie from 2002. One of the greater live action Scooby Doo movies. Especially what they did with Scooby Doo. Became DJ and all that. I like that. It was really cool for Scooby Doo.
Yeah, seeing all the promos and trailers and stuff, it did interest me. But when I saw it, I was like, okay, so this is strange, this is bizarre. It's one of those many movies that made me feel just uncomfortable. But I still enjoyed it, kinda.
But of course they get invited to this island, which there was a lot of familiar faces. When I first saw it, but the second time I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Well, I may have not seen it. I think years ago I actually saw the Simpsons of it, and I found out that Scrappy Doo was actually the main villain.
Yes.
Scrappy Doo.
And we'll get to that in a sec. But even oh yeah, you go.
No, getting invited to this island and all that, But do you remember the plane scene, Fresh?
I painfully do, where Scooby dressed up as a woman and tried to pass himself off as a woman and then started barking at a cat and then he socked Fred in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. And I do remember there's a dirty joke in that one where he met a woman named Mary Jane and he likes that name because
Yeah, it's a type of drug.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on, Fresh.
Oh wait, what was I saying about? Oh yeah, right. Even though Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, was one of the villains, it was originally again supposed to be Tim Curry, but he turned it down. He turned it down because he heard that Scrappy Doo was going to be there, and he doesn't like him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. I mean, who would want to voice Scrappy Doo, especially for Tim Curry?
No, who would want to be in a movie with Scrappy Doo?
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, I don't blame him. Even though finding out that he was a long time Scooby Doo fan, but he did appear in the Scooby Doo other films The Goblin King and let's see,
and The Witch's Ghost.
Yes.
yes. But yeah, I would agree with Tim Curry. If there's a movie that has, or any show that's Scrappy doing it, count me out.
Oh yeah, Fresh. Remember those dog-looking creatures?
Oh, yes, those creatures, yes, being voiced by Frank Welker and Jess Harnell.
Jess Harnell, huh?
Yeah, it said that he did, but I think that Wikipedia might be lying, like they always do.
Oh, wait, Fresh, do you remember one dirty joke from that movie? Remember when they were switching bodies and Fred was in Daphne's body?
I do, yeah.
He looked under. Oh my god.
Oh man, I got boobies now.
Oh man.
But do remember that when it came to Velma and Daphne switching bodies, that their actors actually do need to kiss to switch bodies and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
No.
But everything is all cool though. Everything's all cool and so I'm like they're not like a couple or nothing. I mean, come on. Yes.
I know, but wow.
Yeah, and like what I mentioned about Scooby Doo, like being CGI and all that, like the actor that played him, like Neil Fanning, was it?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I was shocked that he was Australian and could do like a perfect Scooby Doo voice. Like that was
He's
awesome.
Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Australian Scooby Doo. Imagine that.
And yeah, despite Scrappy Doo, I did get introduced to one person that voiced Scrappy Doo in that movie.
Oh.
Yeah, like Fresh, you might know him too.
Okay, so reminder or it doesn't matter because I'm looking it up right now.
The actor played both Scooby Doo and Shaggy.
Oh, wait. Okay, so yes. Okay, it was what was his name? Scott Innes?
God. Yes, that's him. Like other than playing Scrappy Doo, he did get the honor of playing Shaggy, Scooby, Fred, Jones. Like this guy is amazing.
He is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, so this film did introduce me to the likes of Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Linda Cardinelli, and let's see, well, I guess that might be it.
Yeah. And fun fact, remember when Scrappy turned into like that T-Rex monster named Scrappy Rex?
Yes.
Yeah. He was voiced by a different person.
He was.
Yeah. He was voiced by the same person that voiced Scooby Doo from Monsters Unleashed. When he turned into a scientist.
Oh, I've never seen that on YouTube.
Wow. Yeah, the same guy that we're talking about. He was the voice of Kuzco in The Emperor's New School.
Yeah.
Oh.
He also was involved where he voiced one of the midgets named Tom.
Oh,
interesting.
Let's see. He also played Randall from Monsters Inc. from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Remember that chant they were doing?
The chants. I mean, not really the chants. Don't really remember that part. But what I do remember, the freakiest one to me is like when they were riding on motorcycles or something, and then Mary Jane got whacked in the face, and those creepy.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But one of the bad scenes from that movie was with Daphne fighting that wrestler guy.
Yes.
She fought a wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Well, apparently she's a WWE diva then.
But overall, that movie, it's a classic for Scooby-Doo. One of the best live-action movies from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, still gives me some Cat in the Hat and Son of the Mask vibes, but yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and then of course, let's talk about their second movie, Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, this is my top one Scooby-Doo movie.
Well, I can't lie. I did like the sequel better, and it did a whole lot of better stuff, like the pterodactyl and the main villain. He was pretty cool looking, and Seth Green.
Yeah, Seth Green. Yeah. I remember seeing a scene from that, from YouTube, and somebody in the comments says, "Oh my God, it's Wendy and Chris Griffin."
Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, yeah.
But the most shocking was Scott McNeil being in the film, but not in person, voicing one of the villains, like the main villain himself.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But my most favorite scene was like when Shaggy and Scooby were dressing up as like these like in disguises and like I thank you for letting me be myself. I mean like you know that scene.
I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Well, now you do.
Legit, his name is even like evil mask figure like.
Oh, here we go. They could come up with a better name. I mean, come on, people.
Oh yeah, but also in the cast, like the voice cast in particular, like D. Bradley Baker was in there. Like he voiced the zombie in that one. He also voiced one of the skeletons, the skeleton with the red eye, and Wally Winger voiced the other skeleton with the green eye. Oh wait, yeah, D. Bradley Baker also voiced the Volt ghost. Wait for me.
Yeah, the some 1,000-volt monster that was actually in the original Scooby Doo.
Yeah. And the Black Knight, R.I.P. to like the actor that played him. Like it was a shocker that like the actor that played him, Bob Papen Brooks. Like he's the father of a certain voice actor.
Who?
You might say Cat Noir and Silver the Hedgehog, for that matter.
Oh. Yeah, I know him.
Wow.
Bryce Papenbrook, like his dad was like a voice actor back in the day, like most notable for like doing Power Rangers, like voicing the monsters, anime wise. He was also in Transformers: Robots in Disguise 2001. Yeah, he was a legend.
Wow. Saw Scooby Doo, the live action film. It was a really funny and great movie, even if it has its own flaws, considering CGI. It was during a time when CGI was how can I put this? CGI was ahead of its time. That's what I would say.
Oh, okay.
And then I bet this was the only time where Scooby Doo was the villain.
Yes.
And then I bet it was just he was jealous that he wasn't with the Mystery Incorporated. So, Monsters Unleashed. That movie, in my opinion, was way more better than the Scooby Doo. The first movie, considering with a lot of, it would have been better as a PG-13 rated movie, I'd say. Because that's what it was originally meant to be when it was on production.
Yes, I learned it from the facts.
I did see behind the scenes where Velma, I think she was in a girl's locker room or something, which is why they like sort of changed it. But they didn't change maybe jokes, and I mean that's the whole point. That's why it's parental guidance. Like these people are stupid, man. So anyway, Monsters Unleashed. I got off track for a minute. I say it was better is because they have a little better special effects than before. The music was great. Good plot. Matthew still did a good job as Shaggy. Of course, Frank Welker returned to be Scooby, or I think that was somebody else.
No,
Scooby.
yes, that was somebody else.
Oh, okay. The look on Scooby, its CGI version, is actually not that bad, to say the least. But I would rather go with the Mystery Begins design of Scooby, in my opinion.
Okay.
I do know that another monster was in there called the Tar Monster.
Yeah, the Tar Monster also, the actor that played him also voiced the Cotton Candy Glob. What do you expect? Shaggy and Scooby-Doo is like, gonna eat him immediately. Like, he legit didn't have, like, no time to fight them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about Scooby and Shaggy. That the main thing is that they are always hungry for no apparent reason at all. They just eat constantly. And of course, the main thing about them that they're always scared. No, even the logic thing is that every time they mess with monster, they're still scared.
Oh yeah. First, I was really shocked about like Patrick's character. Like, he was like, this normal person. But remember that scene where he was threatening somebody, saying like he wants to find out like more about like what's going on.
Okay, I might have seen the movie like 3 times, so like it's a little bit of
Okay. But oh yeah, I remember the final scene from like the final fight and all that. Of course, the skeletons combined as one. The tar monster, the zombie. Let's see, the pterodactyl was there, and that's the final scene was really good. Of course, the monsters going back and all that. Oh yeah, I remember like Scooby Doo was trying to get the thing right, and what do you call it? He ripped open the zombie's like pants and saw his underwear. I didn't know zombies need underwear.
Apparently they do. Was it one of those heart underwears where it has hearts on them? Because that's a cliche.
No, it was like white.
Oh, okay.
But the official ending of the episode where they're all dancing and like singing and stuff, it was really catchy.
Sure.
Yeah. And there was supposed to be a third movie to like this cast, but they never like picked it up because then again like James Gunn, who like directed like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies now, like he did really good in like these movies too.
Yeah.
Alright, and yeah, my overall score, like, a 10 out of 10 for me.
Well, yeah, I give it like a 7.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo Cyber Chase.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, yes.
That is also my childhood. I actually saw it in VHS.
Oh. Yeah, to bring up the VHS, yes, I miss it so much.
Yes, this movie is about a villain named Offensive Virus, which is a really cool-looking villain, which is not really a masked villain. It's just made of pure energy, straight from the computer, and the game actually gets sucked into the computer based on themselves. It's a video game based on themselves, made by their friend. So they actually had to play through the game on each of the levels, find each box of Scooby Snacks and stuff. It's just really awesome.
Yeah, it's a good concept.
Yeah.
And for them being their original selves, like Shaggy used to wear red, and Scooby used to have a red collar. Of course, Daphne had original outfit, and Fred had the handkerchief and mascot. I'm sorry,
Ascot.
but
Ascot.
Ascot.
Yeah. I did like that too, and like bringing back like original monsters like to fight them and all that.
Yeah, like the Thomas mentioned earlier, to get a ghoul, Jaguar, which is gorilla with a panther head, old Iron Face, and also the Creeper.
Yeah. Of course, we can't forget like the other characters that were in the film, like the professor and like his assistants. Like Professor Robert Kaufman was voiced by Tom Kane. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Bill, who was the main culprit of that? Yeah, he was voiced by Mike Kelly.
Well, I didn't catch all at first that he was the main villain, but once I grew up, it's obvious that he was the main villain because when we met him, he had his own game, which is a baseball thing. So, and some of the levels, and the first one, the girls said play ball, which is a baseball thing, and the second one is like a Coliseum. There's like Diamond Shock, and he mentioned made your home team and home team's mascot. That's also a baseball thing. And at the last level, he started playing baseball at a batting cage. So yeah, that's obviously that was Billy.
Yeah, and there was also the other assistant, Eric, who was voiced by Bob Bergen. Yeah, of course, there was the officer voiced by the late Joel Lasky.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, we like discovered it. We talked about this like 100 different times.
Like, back in action where you voice Bugs, Daffy, multiple other characters.
Right.
But most important of all, it is the introduction for Grey Delisle to take care of Daphne.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I keep forgetting that was the first one that Grey Delisle voiced Daphne throughout, which is really awesome.
And it is a great honor because since her friend and voice acting teacher Mary Kay Bergman, who voiced her in let's see. Yeah, it wasn't it back? Oh wait, Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get to that eventually. But it is great for somebody to handle the torch furthermore, and it's a great honor for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Grey Delisle is really good voice for Daphne, and being her most famous voice ever.
And then let's see here. With Cyber Chase, yeah, I did like the montage where they go collect the others like a box of Scooby snacks and set to the song "Hello Cyber Dream."
Yeah, the all day night, all day and night. Yeah, that.
And I was shocked to know that yes, the Phantom Virus was voiced by a black dude.
Yeah, and why? So rewatching it multiple times. I think it should have been voiced by Mark Hamill because its voice is almost similar to Mark Hamill.
Well, in a way, all staticky and stuff. I just kind of like how it sounds. It kind of reminds me of Electro from Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The voice. But yeah, I sure am glad to see that in the first place as the Scooby-Doo franchise as a whole. This movie might even maybe like the whole franchise in general, along with Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King.
I mean, yeah, it's really one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies.
Ever watched the movie Scooby-Doo Mask of the Blue Falcon?
Yes.
Yes. The one where Jeff Bennett voices Blue Falcon.
Yeah.
Which I actually found out while going through Behind the Voice Actors during birthday, and I rewatched it. I actually watched it years ago, but when I watched it on HBO Max, I actually heard it like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is amazing.
But yeah, with this movie in particular, along with this, after this movie, I saw Stage Fright for Scooby-Doo.
Yes, that's also one of my favorite movies because it's really awesome. The fact, good cast, like a couple of guest stars, like Aria Winter, because she's one of those voice actors that she's never been in Scooby-Doo before, so that was her first time to be on Scooby-Doo. She voiced a little girl that her name's Christine, and her parents are obsessed of her winning. And the main villain, Phantom, which everyone was dressed him up as, her father was one of them because he kept saying Christine must win, so it turns out to be that dude. So yeah.
Well, that's a dead giveaway. Seriously.
Yeah, and the fact that Christine is a total.
Hey, since parents push her and be like, yeah, you need the money to do this. Don't make us down. You're our Pacifica.
Yeah.
If I was there, they talk their phones, I would just grab them and smash them to the ground.
But I remember this one nice girl, in the competition, Emma,
Yes, the violin girl.
Yeah.
And her ad is actually voiced by Jeff Bennett.
Yeah, I like what Daphne and Fred did for her, letting her win the competition.
Yeah, I'm glad that they weren't one of the bad guys. They just coming because of their farm and stuff. So I'm glad what they did. So.
Yeah, and to find out who was the main victim of this whole thing, Brick, the host of it. Yeah, fun fact, he was voiced by Wayne Brady. You ever heard of him?
Yes.
Not really.
He's Clyde. Yeah, he's one of Clyde's dads from the Loud House. He's the black guy.
Oh wow! That's cool. But what's annoying about Brick is that he constantly says fantastic. I mean, come on, dude. You can't say that all the time.
Isn't it just amazing, Christian? Amazing.
It's amazing.
Especially like who was it that was in the movie? Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it right. But this, yeah, Peter McNichol was also in this movie, Stage Fright.
Oh, and who was he?
He played Dewey. Like he was like the assistant, like cleaning the guy. Like he was the cleaning guy. He just wanted to make everything neat. He was just a funny character. Like I get like everybody thought he was a jerk, but he was just like a funny character to me.
Okay, good on you.
Yeah, and let's see here. Was also Paul Rudd, Freakazoid was also in this movie. Yeah, he played Steve. Like, he was also a funny guy, like that tried to be one of the villains too, but he just did it for like funny purposes only.
All right.
There was also Travis Willingham. Yeah, Jeff Bennett, Kenny Milo, Troy Baker. Let's see here. Kate Higgins. Let's see here. John R. Hurley. Tara Strong. Keith Ferguson.
Yeah, it was like it says here that he was security guard too.
Oh. Huh. This show here, but that's nice. Let's see, who else was in this?
Is it like a Richardson?
Oh yeah, he also voiced one of the security guards.
And a hotel clerk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Eric Bauza.
Yeah, it's KT.
Yeah, and the voice of Luann from like Black House was also in this.
The voice of young Princess Bubblegum was here.
Huh. Wait, what's her name?
Isabella Akers.
Oh, so she's the one that voices Emma. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, she was also Sophia the First, Scooby Doo Mystery Inc. Phineas and Ferb. Oh, wait, she voiced this character? The Fireside Girls. Yeah, she voiced Katie, one of the Fireside Girls. Like, the one with the blonde hair.
Oh, that one, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And of course, with the Blue Falcon movie. What did you thought of it, Fresh?
It was amazing, plain and simple. But I did feel bad about like when Scooby Doo gave up. He said like, "I'm not a superhero. I'm a joke."
He's not a joke. He's a cool mutt.
Yes.
He's an icon at this point.
Exactly.
Scooby Doo the Master of Blue Falcon. Like, he did mention Blue Falcon with Jeff Bennett.
But also Diedrich Bader was the second Blue Falcon.
Right, that's right. Yeah, Brad Adams. Yeah, and Mr. Hyde, a different version of Mr. Hyde, not from the original one. Yeah, voiced by John DiMaggio.
Yes, he was excellent.
Yeah, there's also Nika Futterman. Let's see.
Mindy Sterling.
Tara Strong, Kevin Michael Richardson, Fred Tennisshore, Billy West, D. Bradley Baker. Let's see. Other than that, with this movie in particular, there was also Greg Berger.
Yes.
Well, with this movie, when I saw it, it was really cool, and especially all the references from like other shows, like the Flintstones, all of that.
It did say that Greg Berger played Zorak, Zorak from Space Ghost. And...
like with the convention, like it was like Comic-Con for like Scooby Doo.
Yes, it was in a way. Like I like that.
Yeah. But overall, Jeff Bennett taking over for the original Blue Falcon. Oh, and he did really great.
He did.
Oh, was it Paul Rudd, the voice of Freakazoid?
Paul Rudd, not Paul Rudd, Ant-Man.
Rudd with a G, 2 G's.
I'm sorry. Rugg. I'm sorry, Rugg. Okay, so Paul Rugg, the voice of Freakazoid, is the voice of the original Phantom, where the gay found him living in sewers. The reason he's wearing a mask because he's supposed to have a deformity, but it turns out that he was looking through a funhouse mirror. He didn't really know what he looked like throughout the years, 30 years to be exact. So he found out what he actually looked like. He thought he actually looks good. And the reason he terrorized the people back in the 70s, because originally it was an opera house, and then it turned into a disco thing. It just drove him nuts, but he wasn't really proud of it. So, yeah. And then after Brick got arrested, he actually became the host now.
Oh.
Yeah. I also did like about that.
Yeah, and what's really cool, the assistant director of the, not the Gerberfolk dude that was also one of the Phantoms, but the other director, that girl with the glasses, she was voiced by Christina Puccelli, who is known by Una Lau from
Luann, the dodo.
Well, it's not my fault they sound similar because of the letters.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse to be a dum-dum.
But anyways, Luann Loud, and yeah, that's what she's voiced by. So yeah, that's really awesome. So yeah, really awesome movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I watch it every now and then. Sometimes, not a lot, but I just watch it every now and then. Sometimes, but yeah, it's a really, really good movie. It's one of the best. Alright, okay, I was gonna say, give that movie a 10 out of 10, and the next movie, let's talk about Abracadabra Do.
Oh, yes.
So, in that one has a sister, and her sister likes Shaggy.
Go on.
Go on, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, so either that was the inspiration for Mystery Incorporated or vice versa. But I actually prefer that version of over the villain Shaggy because it's just weird. But her sister, like the Shaggy, actually makes more sense. And movie, of course, about magicians and stuff. Really a good voice cast, like guest stars, like one of the voice actors, the guy, I forgot what the dude's name is in real life, but he was in shows like Big Bang Theory, Steven Universe.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Brian. Yeah.
That dude.
He was also in Minecraft Story Mode.
Oh yeah. He voiced that big dude.
He was also in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the guy. He could play the guy that was in charge of like the marrying. Like I now pronounce you man and wife.
He was the pastor?
Yeah.
What? Wow. I wasn't expecting someone like him to be the pastor. Alright then. But, yeah, he's those recognizable voices because of his monotone, nerdy, I mean, not nerdy, but, you know, like monotone-esque kind of voice, but, yeah, it's one of those recognizable. And, shoot, what's her name? I forgot. Yeah, let me look it up.
Oh, let's see. Either Crystal Scales or Olivia Hack. Ring any bells?
Give me a minute.
There was also, the actor that played King Neptune from the movie.
Jeffrey Tambor, right.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's how it is, huh? I didn't know he was actually...
Oh, yeah. Miles Rito's voice actor was over.
Yeah, that's what I was about to search up, because I can't remember her name. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, her name is Diane.
Yes, thank you. She is one of my favorite voice actors. I love her best because of Miles Rito, and her voice is very recognizable in Scooby Doo Do, because she voices the housekeeper of the castle and such. So yeah, she really did a good job, and she's one of my favorite voice actors. So yeah.
There was also, James Patrick Stewart, who you may know as Private from the show Penguins of Madagascar. He was also in this movie.
Cool.
Yeah. He voiced that blonde guy, with the long hair.
Merlin.
Yeah. What did you think of that guy, though?
I mean, he was alright. Yeah. And there's also, I didn't mention this, Madeline, aka Vilma's sister, is voiced by Jenica McKellar, who is known as Killer Frost in DC Superhero Girls 2015.
Yeah, She also played Judy Jetson from the Jetsons in WWE.
Ah, right. And also, Jeffrey Tambor. Who's that?
Yes, he's King Neptune, for Christ's sake. We already said it.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I recognize her character from Transformers Rescue Bots. Haley. The one, let's see, Kate has a crush on.
Yeah.
Let's see, Miss Martian from Young Justice.
And, of course, well, he was only there for a little bit at the beginning of the movie. D. Bradley Baker. I was in that. So, yeah.
But yeah, that movie, the second time Matt Litter was, Shaggy, it was really good.
Yes, it was. It's really awesome movie. One of the best ones out there. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. I give it 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
I will catch up very soon.
Okay. I know Scooby-Doo, I think it was a Scooby-Doo WWE movie with John Cena in it, which is just a marketable film. Let me see what else. They did the Kiss thing. Although, to be fair, in the 70s or 80s, Scooby-Doo was known to have celebrities as guest stars. Just to be fair.
Yes.
So I actually kind of like that, actually.
Next one, Camp Scare.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I actually got it on DVD, and it's really good. Even though I've found out the cast first before, but yeah, watching the movie, it's really good. Yeah, it's one of the best movies I ever watched. Guest stars like Tara Strong, Scott Manville, Mark Hamill, especially Mark Hamill, which is really awesome.
Oh yeah, one of the surprising ones I saw in the cast was Brian Tom's character.
Pardon?
Wait, Lauren Tom. Yeah, Lauren Tom's character. Really.
Oh,
Yeah, Jessica. I was really surprised that she voiced Jessica in that movie.
yeah, and no surprise that Fred has the hots for her.
Well, because she's because I don't blame him for that, because of course do you see those knockers?
But what's really interesting about the character Tara Strong plays, Trudy, she resembles another character that Tara Strong played as, Raven, because of her purple cloak and her grittiness and stuff. That's a really nice character detail.
In a way.
Yeah. Let's see here. There was also Phil Lamar, who voiced Daryl.
Yeah, yeah, he's the one that's on the opposite camp, Camp Big Moose.
Yeah.
And another voice actor in it, Stephen Root.
Yes, Stephen. You got it right the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who voiced Burns.
Yeah. He's known for voicing Bud Gleeful from Gravity Falls, Mayor from Amphibia. Yes, thank you. And he also played a minor character in Superman the Animated Series.
Let's not forget, there was also King of the Hill, and one of his memorable ones, Bubbles from Finding Nemo.
Of course. And for some reason he voices Cringer / Battlecat and Master of the Universe Revelation 2021.
There was also D. Bradley Baker,
Yeah, he only voices the monsters in that movie.
He also voiced the Ranger.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Stephen Root also voiced a character in Thundercats 2011 called the Drifter, which is a rabbit that used to be a sword maker.
Yeah, one of the few times I saw this movie at Camp Scare was I was at my cousin's house and the movie came on and we just watched it.
Oh yeah, and also Rango, he also played Doc, which is a rabbit with his ear cut off. Mr. Merrimack, which is a squirrel banker. Sadly, he died. But yeah, that was the only roles he played. He also one more thing. He's also Penguin from Batman Brave the Bold, first voice, and also Woodsy Winks, the sidekick of Plastic Man. Oh, he's also Killer Croc as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Score?
Overall, this movie from 2010 was really, really good. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Same movie. Let's see. What's another good one? Oh, how about our classic one, Space Invaders.
Alien Invaders.
Yeah, Invaders. That's right. I actually saw this while I was really young. That was back then. My grandma's still alive. She was living in Boaz. She had her own house. I was living there for a little bit. I watched it, and at the end of it, it made me cry for some reason. Maybe because of them leaving, I guess. But yeah. And when I grew up, I rewatched it. I got a VHS, and I was like, wait, why did I cry during this? But it actually is a really good movie. Shaggy having a love interest along with Scooby, but as it turns out, they're actually aliens, and the fact that aliens that were attacking them were actually the three people that they met before, and just doing a gold mine thing. So, yeah, it's a really awesome movie. Also, a cast like... A shocker that Mark Hamill was one of them, which I didn't know until I watched the video. Like, wait, that was Mark Hamill? I didn't recognize that was his voice.
Yeah, there was also Kenny Milo, Jeff Bennett,
Kevin Michael Richardson,
Jennifer Hill, Neil Ross, and the actor that played, let's see, who was it? Who was this thinking of? Like, I know the character she played.
Okay, so
My Life as a Teenage Robot, and
Audrey. Yeah. Audrey W.
Yeah.
Like, what's her last name? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was also on the Garfield show. But this movie, even though like I've seen it a few times, it was really good.
I give it 8 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Well, I never really saw like the whole entire thing, but who knows? Maybe this upcoming October.
Oh, I got one. Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh, right, yes. Where was at its absolute darkest?
Yes, because the zombies are actually real.
And it turns out some of the people actually turn out to be freaking werecats, the one influenced by freaking Michael Jackson of Thriller.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the fact that zombies were actually helping trying to help out the Mystery Inc. gang because they're trying to warn them about the actual happenings, so they weren't actually trying to scare them, they were trying to help them. But they didn't know that because, they're zombies. How are they supposed to know that? They're very scary. I mean, you wouldn't know that they were trying to help.
Yeah, and fun fact, this is one of the few times Billy West voices Shaggy.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that was Billy West?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. But yeah, about that movie, yeah, it's alright. The fact that zombies are real and that the people that are hanging out with are actually villains. They're called werecats. It's weird. And the fact that they die in the movie. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first one to feature characters actually really dying and getting a pass.
Yeah. It's just crazy. But there's actually a sequel, surprisingly. I can't believe they actually made a sequel to it called Return to Zombie Island. So it's just strange.
And let's see our stars in our stars include let's take a look. Tara Strong, Jim Cummings, Mark Hamill,
Cam Clark.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ever heard of this actor named Ed Gilbert?
Let's see. Looking him up now and going to...
He was one of the voices of Boo the Bear. He was the original voice of Blitzwing from, Transformers G1.
Oh, is that so?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, for that movie, I give it, since it's a classic, 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
What I did grow up, the most Scooby-Doo cartoon I grew up was, I think it had to be Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Go on. Go on. Explain.
Yeah, that was when Scooby and I forgot the plot. And that's when Scooby and Shaggy wanted to go to a food contest, or I'm thinking of a different topic.
You probably are. Okay, so it features. Okay, so they go to the they go to the island. They go to the island where they encounter real monsters like zombies, and it features some people turn to werecats. They're the actual bad guys, and the zombies are the good guys in a sort of way, and that's what it is. It features like real life monsters.
How about Witch's Ghost?
All right then, yeah. And I gotta say,
saw this movie once. I watched it on VHS. It's actually awesome hearing Tim Curry in that movie, but shocked to find out that he actually was the main villain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I kind of forgot about that a little bit.
Yeah. But, he did really good in that movie, actually. So, because Tim Curry's one of the best, of course.
And speaking of the best, the very best this movie has to offer are the Hex Girls and their song.
Yeah, and the fact that they were the key to defeating the witch and stuff, because, what's the leader's name? I forgot her name.
Well, let's see. Let's find out.
Thorn.
Thank you. But yeah, Thorn, because her ancestors was like one of those gypsy things that uses their powers for good healing stuff. So yeah, she was the key to that, which is really awesome. So yeah,
let's see notables in this one. Yeah, Trish McNeil was in this one. She voices Sarah. Like how would I explain this? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, the ghost.
I don't know, because it's been a while.
But first, continue.
Well, it's obvious, she is a ghost.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Neil Ross who was there. There's Bob Jones who was in Jack.
Kimberly Brooks.
Yeah, of course, one of the Hex Girls.
Right, because, yeah.
The original voice actor for Splinter, like Matthew Splinter, was also in this film. He voiced Mr. Knight.
Interesting. So yeah, since I've seen the movie once, it was pretty interesting. I give it 8 out of 10.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Arr! Pirates ahoy, me bucko!
Ah, yes. My childhood. I see it almost all the time on Cartoon Network as a kid.
Oh yeah, I just might have seen it like twice, but it was worth it. Always worth the watch.
Yes, and finding out growing up that Ron Perlman was in that movie was just awesome.
Oh, but before we can get into the other cast, I guess we could just share the first time for me for first seeing Fred's parents and stuff, and it was his birthday. It was. I guess it was turned out to be really special up until.
What did you think about Fred's parents in that movie?
They're good parents. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer those parents over the Mr. Incorporated version.
Oh wait, hold up a second. What's this?
Be back in 5 minutes. Okay then, dog.
Oh yeah, I did hear you mention about his parents. Yeah, I was really shocked that Tim Conway voiced his dad.
Yes.
Yeah, and wasn't it Eddie McClure that voiced his mom?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Fred, your dad's Barnacle Boy. You should be glad.
Now let's dive in. Let's dive into the rest, because it was surprising to know that Dan Castellaneta was there.
Yep. And I don't know if you heard this, but I told him while I was growing up, I found out that Ron Perlman was in that movie.
Yeah.
Let's see, there Arsenio Hall.
Oh yeah, this is the character Dan voiced, Mr. Mysterio.
There's Freddy Rodriguez, who you might know as Mossy Manos from Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
Ah, I did not know that.
Yeah, I noticed that that played Sunny, the one, the girl with the blonde hair.
Oh yeah, I know her from Cats Don't Dance when she played Tilly the hippo.
She was also in Wally, where she plays Mary. Of course, King of the Hill, where she plays Peggy. Oh yeah, she was also in Hocus Pocus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But the highlights for me with this movie are the songs. Let's see, like there's "That's the Way We Go" and that other song that went like I don't know the name of it, but it was like "Away, hey, up and hold me down, booyah, hold."
I do remember that. And I remember that Daphne and Fred pretend to be aliens in suits.
Maybe it was just well, all I do know in costumes that like Shaq and Scooby were two-headed chicken.
Oh, I think I remember that, but it's been a while. But yeah, overall the movie was really awesome. It was one of my childhood movies. Glad to rewatch it. On HBO Max, I give it 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Next one. What's another one?
I mean, we did say we would go all out, but do we have to mention everything?
Well, not really everything, just some of the good ones. Come on, on.
Yeah, good ones. Okay, okay, let's not talk about a movie, but another series, and the one that I've seen every episode of, Scooby Doo and Guess Who.
Well, even though I do had some more movies, I mean, like not a whole lot, but go ahead.
Alright, so this show is mainly about guest stars, and them having out of the monster and stuff, and it's just really awesome. They had, like, guest stars like Mark Hamill, Whoopi Goldberg,
Wanda
Jeff Dunham, and Darcy Lynn.
Steve Urkel.
Steve Urkel, and Lucy Liu, and
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yep. And
Ricky Gervais.
Yes, I think you took the words right out of my mouth.
Kenan Thompson.
Yes, that's my favorite one. That's actually my favorite episode.
Let's see.
But, yeah, there are a lot of guest stars. Oh yeah, also Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Buscemi.
Alright. Yeah, Buscemi.
Sorry.
But with this show, even though I didn't see it, I do remember like a clip I watched, like where they made their voice actors, which was really cool.
Yeah,
of course,
that's another thing that actually I was really excited because Frank Welker, Greg Delisle, Kim Mikuchi, and Matthew Lillard all together mean their voice acting characters, which is really awesome. And it's just really awesome. And also, there's a special episode for Scooby because it was his birthday, and who appeared? Cher.
Yeah. And kind of, when they were meeting their voice actors, it kind of reminds you of Teen Titans. You remember?
Yes.
Are you chugging on a piece of bone?
No, I don't want to mention the third word of that show.
Yeah, I know, but I did see the episode, and... But overall, the series is really awesome. I'm upset that it ended. I wish it had another season with more guest stars and such. So, yeah. And also, Weird Al Yankovic appeared in episodes as well. So,
did you mention Ian James Corlett?
What?
Ian James Corlett. He was also on the show.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean. He was there. That was weird about it because we didn't know who he really was, really. So I don't know much to explain it. But there's also Tim Gunn, or I think the dude that has like the gray hair. He's the one in Smurfs live action.
Oh yeah, I found out in the cast, John DiMaggio played Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, and there's also. I can't remember what else, but overall, the whole series, I give it 10 out of 10 because it's a good show.
The show kind of reminds me of Celebrity Family Feud, where they bring celebrities along.
Good way.
In a way, it kind of is. It kind of is.
Well, of course, Scooby Doo and the Goblin King.
Yes, of course. the art style of What's New Scooby Doo, which is spot on. And guest stars include, of course, Tim Curry as the Goblin King and Wayne Knight.
There was also Wallace Shawn.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that shocked me. Like when I heard his voice, like, wait, Wallace Shawn did that? Holy crap!
There's also Jay Leno. He was also in that movie. He played the Jack-o'-lantern.
Ah, I see. I remember that Jack-o'-lantern dude.
The late Rusty Taylor, who you know as Minnie Mouse, was also in that film.
Yeah.
Oh, was she that fairy?
Well, she was one of the witches.
Yeah, the Owl Witch.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But yeah, anyways, Goblin King was a really good movie. I rewatched it on HBO Max. It was really awesome. It's one of those things that the things were actually happening, like the monsters, fairies, whatnot, and the game turned into monsters as well. Like Damon into a witch, Brad into a vampire, and Velma into a werewolf.
But overall, it's a great movie for Halloween time. It's my top favorite like Scooby Doo movie, and like that's all I'm gonna say. It's just that good.
Yeah, I give it 10 out of 10.
Same.
All the way freaking through.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Scooby Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
I really did.
Brave the Bold made a reappearance as a movie crossover with Scooby Doo. The original cast returned. Awesomeness.
I really didn't see it, but I saw a few clips, and yeah, with the original cast, although yeah, you did mention earlier, Stephen Root did voice, Killer Croc and Penguin, but this time it was Tom Kenny and Fred Tersher that took over for his roles.
Oh,
yes.
Well, it's nice enough to help each other out because we're all friends. And when I say we, I mean, like, just like they, because, what's that?
Yeah, and let's see here. Jeffrey Combs, although he didn't voice, who was it? Question on the original Brave and the Bold, he did voice him in this one.
Yeah, the reason he voiced him in this one because he voiced him before in Justice League 2001, which is his first appearance in the animated series.
Oh.
And the fact that it was actually Riddler the whole time during the fight, because they switched roles, so.
And yeah, although I said I didn't see it, but I saw a scene where like you see all like the villains like chained up in jail.
Yeah, like they're like Easter eggs, like one of them being Music Meister.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and the ones that actually didn't appear in the series at all, like one of them being Scarface and the Ventriloquist.
Yeah, let's see here. There was also Nicholas Guest, who originally voiced Question and Brave and the Bold, also voicing Martian Manhunter. Yeah, he was also in that one. Who else? Yeah, there was John DiMaggio, Fred Tersher. Oh yeah,
Sarah McRae.
Yes. And let's see, who else was there? Oh, did you mention Tara Strong and Nick Futterman?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tara Strong, of course, voicing both Poison Ivy and Harley. Even though she didn't voice Harley in Batman Brave and the Bold, she actually voiced her in this one, which is a much better fit for this one. So,
yeah. Fred Tersher also took over another character for somebody, Bane, because in the original it was Michael Dorn.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But yeah, and also Nick Futterman voice returned as her voice as Catwoman.
Yeah. Okay, so although this is not Scooby Doo related, do you prefer her original outfit or like the outfit you see now?
The reason she changed outfits because there's this episode where I saw her in that outfit. I was like, wait a minute. And then she said, wait, because Blue Beetle actually appeared her there instead of Batman. She said, wait, you're not Batman. I actually changed my outfit for Batman. So, yeah, because that was the time that she had the thing for Batman. It's all right, but, yeah.
It's really convenient, too, for Grey Dog, because she worked on both shows.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, I give it like a 8 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Hopefully I see you soon, but yeah. My score is 7 out of 10. Alright. It's only right if we do this one. It depends if any of us all like Scoob.
Okay, I did see it.
Well, I only saw it once, so.
Yeah, me too. I did see it once, but I do remember some parts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good movie, actually. The fact that there are good voice cast like Zac Efron.
As Fred. That was a good choice. Like, sound like Fred, like legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Amanda Seyfried as Daphne, and then there was okay.
Oh yeah, Will Forte as Shaggy.
Yeah.
Get him, Scooby-Doo.
Like, and one of the most, let's see, yes, Mark Wahlberg as the Blue Falcon, Keanu
which
Young.
I didn't actually realize until I looked at the cast. Like, wait, that was Mark Wahlberg? Because someone was paying attention.
Tracy Morgan as Captain Caveman.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. Because I was trying to think of the name. Yeah, Tracy Morgan. I actually found out that he was going to be in the movie. That I saw like a picture of it on YouTube. And I was shocked to find out that it, like talking normal speech instead of like boonga boonga me caveman. So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the few times we actually hear from Tracy, because the last time I heard from him was like at Rio 2.
Yeah.
Same.
And Simon Cowell was in that movie only briefly.
Let's see. Other notables.
Ken Jeong as Dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about this version of Dynamite that he's actually smart in this movie.
Well, sure.
I really like his design too. That him like actually be like robotic and stuff. So, and also Billy West as Muttley, Dick Dastardly's psychic.
Yes. And Dick Dastardly himself, who was like, Jason Isaacs, who I know as Mr. Darling and Captain Hook from the 2003 Peter Pan movie.
Ah, that's so, huh? I didn't know John DiMaggio was in this movie. Apparently, it's some restaurant owner. So that's basically it. Yeah, there's just people I don't recognize. But there's this one. Well, she's a child actor. Her name is Ariana Greenblatt. She's known for voicing young Phil and Jiggly when she was a kid, and what's that girl's name from Boss Baby 2? Dang it. But anyway, she voices her in that movie, so yeah, that's all I got to say. And the whole entire movie, it was alright. Even though I saw it once, it was alright. I give it 7 out of 10.
Yeah, this time, I give it 6, because even though it was okay, it just could have done much more better.
Yeah.
6?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's also Billy West and Don Messick, but, just, past recordings from Muttley.
Next movie to talk about.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Scooby Doo crossover with Courage the Cowardly Dog. Have you seen it?
Yes. It was alright.
Yeah, but the difference is that John Dilworth, who created Courage, isn't even in it. But he really did appreciate the movie, and he's seen it. And the fact is that he was happy that designs look exactly like the way how John drew the characters. That's amazing. That's better than Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls 2016. That is great. They could actually make the Courage reboot if they wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
The difference is, I'm glad that the voice actor of Courage is actually back, but he sounds completely different. He sounds a little gruff. But I believe it's due to him screaming a lot. But it's glad to see him back to being Courage. Since the voice actor of Eustace passed away, of course, Jeff Bergman came in, and there was the replacement, which is actually quite familiar to how Jeff Bergman was also the first person to replace Mel Blanc.
Yes.
That's pretty surprising. The rest of the other voice actors that are from Courage, Kelly thought, except for Eustace, came back. And then I believe that the girl who played, the old woman who plays Miri, I believe that was her last role.
Yes.
Rest in peace. What I love about the crossover is the dynamics with Scooby, Courage, and I was actually thinking, you know what? I do think that Courage and Scooby would be perfect. I wish we actually do have a crossover with the Powerpuff Girls in Dexter's Laboratory. That's what I wish, considering that both Craig and Jendi have similar designs.
Oh, this is real Saturday morning material. Like,
Did you say wheel?
well, yeah, because I really do mean that. This is real Saturday morning material. So like when it came to Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf and Scooby Doo then the Ghoul School.
Which I never seen actually.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, the first one you said with the werewolf, like
Yeah,
what was that all about?
Okay, so Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, it revolves around Dracula needing another monster to race in his monster like road race. So when the werewolf retires, he plans to turn Shaggy into a werewolf, since Shaggy is like an excellent racing driver, and in this case, he has a girlfriend named Googie.
Oh yeah. And yeah, Dracula in that one was voiced by the late Hamilton Camp. Like he voiced a young Barney Rubble from the Flintstone Kids.
Wasn't he Greedy Smurf?
Greedy Smurf. If I go right now, yes, he was.
Oh man, I just got the wrong spot.
And yeah, he was also Gizmo Duck from the original Darkwing Duck series.
And like the Hunch Bunch, like they were voiced by Rob Paulson and Frank Welker.
There was also Jim Cummings voicing Frankenstein.
Yes. When Shaggy is transformed into a werewolf and he and his friends are taken to Dracula's castle, and Dracula says that he promises that he will change her back into a werewolf when he
Wait. Is this the one where he actually crossed his fangs together by lying?
Yes.
Oh my god. I actually completely forgot about that. But I didn't know it's that one, because I was seeing that one since I was a kid. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Skeletor was also in the cast.
Skeletor?
Yeah. Alan, he was the mummy.
Oh,
I see.
So the race it's really good. This movie, the TV movie, it's a TV movie. It was really awesome. I just like when it comes to like racing and competitions and stuff.
Racing.
And the other one, the Ghoul School, that was a cute one. Like where they encounter like the daughters of the most famous monsters. Like there was Winnie the werewolf, and there was
Convenience.
Oh, okay. So there was.
I'm just saying that because the Hotel of Transylvania.
Oh, okay. Elsa Frankenstein, daughter of Frankenstein, and then there was Sablina, Dracula's daughter, Tanis, the daughter of the mummy, and Phantasma, daughter of the Phantom.
I wonder if the Frankenstein is expression for that Frankenstein character in Monster High.
Wow, Frankie Stein, like that right there. And let's see, the cast is Susan Blue, Hamilton Camp, of course Frank Welker, and see Bumper Robinson.
Yeah. Yes.
And Scott Menzel.
Yeah. And I did also mention Pat Music, the original voice of April O'Neil.
Yes. Wait,
Which, yeah, she was in this cast too.
wait. You said April. You said April O'Neil. I mean, like, that's Renee Jacobs.
Oh, okay, sorry then.
I mean, but she was in the original TMNT where she played Mona Lisa.
Right.
Oh,
and
that's so, huh?
I'm looking right now. She was also one of the voices of Martha Wayne from, like, Batman: The Brave and the Bold.
Ah, I see. Also, if I find Gold School on VHS or DVD, I might watch it.
Oh, it's very, very, very good. Yeah.
I just looked up pictures on Google. Looks interesting, so I might check it out.
But I gotta say, the villain Revolta, she is hideous. Woo.
Volta, all right. Yeah, my.
It related to John Travolta.
Okay, you gotta chill.
What the motherfucking frick?
I can hear you now because you sound like a constipated brain.
When it's all over, what the absolute frickin' frick is that?
Oh, I don't know. Explain more.
Well, why don't you Google it yourself? Google up Gold School, Revolta, see how the
I am, smartass. Yeah, I saw it. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Oh, wait a second.
Okay.
We got a Goonies. We have a Goonie in the cast.
Really?
Goonie?
Yeah, like the movie, the movie The Goonies. Like, he was a former child actor, but he's an attorney now. He was the kid that played what was it? His name was Chunk.
Wait, are you talking about that fat kid from, like, are you talking about the fat kid?
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Remember that scene from the Goonies where he was, like, trying to get it, but he had to do it by, doing this, something with his belly?
Yeah, it was the Truffle Shuffle.
Yeah. But I'm so shocked, like, seeing young actors like Sean Astin, Corey Feldman, and even Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually mentioned in Deadpool 2 where, while finding Cable, he said, "Show me what you got, One-Eyed Willie."
Don't forget about Zip It Thanos.
Well,
Yeah.
but yes, everything is even though it was questionable how Dracula went from having green skin to purple skin, and just it was just odd. And
So, even though I never think Gold School, my rating is unknown right now.
10 out of 10 as usual.
Okay. So if that's all you got, that's all I got so far. Do you have anything else, Blitz?
Nope, but overall, all this, like, all the Scooby Doo shows, like, movies, and the characters themselves, over the years, been really good to us kids throughout, like, our childhood,
Yes, and the most popular franchise in the entire universe, and the fact that I have a new movie coming out called Scooby Doo Trick or Treat.
Well, right. Because I was gonna mention that they did cancel the sequel for Scoob. I thought you were gonna bring that up. My bad.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about they were going to cancel the sequel.
Wait, time out. They canceled the sequel to Scoob?
Yes.
I mean, why would they even have a sequel? I like it better where it's just a single movie. I don't think it should have a sequel.
Well, who knows?
Anyway, so yeah, yes, Scooby-Doo is a really awesome franchise. I've been a part of our childhood ever since. A really recognizable show. Like the fact that we didn't mention that Shaggy is actually supposed to be like a powerhouse god.
Did you mention Shaggy's original name?
Right.
Yes, his
Rogers.
actual name is Norval. Right. Yes.
Yeah, Norval Rogers.
Yeah.
And everyone else? Oh, wait, yeah. Go ahead.
No, which was shocking because usually he's referred to Shaggy, but like, when was it like they revealed like his real name?
I think it was
I don't
a
not
pup
know.
name. I think it was a pup named Scooby Doo.
Oh, damn! But I prefer Shaggy.
I don't know why he's even called Shaggy in the first place.
His shaggy hair.
Hmm.
He's a haircut.
Yeah, especially finding out there's an actual rapper named Shaggy.
Yeah, he actually did provide like some music in the first live action Scooby Doo movie.
I don't know, a dude named Shaggy actually do it. Yeah.
I remember this rap battle with the rapper Shaggy and Matthew Litter, and it was awesome.
Oh boy.
Actually, first, are you on your computer right now?
Let's see. Yes, I am, Mr. Pixels.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, why do you ask?
Oh, you'll see.
Well, I actually gotta go because I just got stuff to do. But I'm glad to talk this to you guys. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, see you guys.
What are parts that you like about Scooby Doo?
Okay, just how about everything? Like that's how good it is.